my beautiful people. You know how we do. Weekly, spiritual, collective consciousness reading. Put it over there for a minute. As you can see, the cards are already on the table today. Because this is only like a 15-minute reading. So, do you know what? I thought, let's just hit in. So I draw them all up. So we're good to go from the get-goes. Yeah, what we in right now, Sagittarius. So you know it's all about that higher learning right now, the exploration. Ruler is Jupiter, but Jupiter is in at the moment Capricorn, making its way into an Aquarius. So yeah, as you can see, Capricorn is sitting right there. So let's go in, let's do this. In the far corner, you can see we got the lizard in the purpose section, followed by the Two of Wands. You see the Mars in the Aries. This is just straight, in one sense, action. But let's go to the lizard. The lizard, boom, fire sign as well. Right, in the purpose, what does this mean? Lizard energy is all about when you're kind of yes, it's a heightened sensitivity. So the purpose this week is, you can see there is a heightened sensitivity, and with heightened sensitivity comes in a sense like reactions, being pulled in the wrong direction, all of these kind of things. So what the key of the card is actually kind of like taking time to step back a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, takes time to step back, go into yourself, understand yourself a bit more, understand that heightenedness, because if your sensitivity is heightened, it's heightened for a reason, and that can serve you, just like how a submarine has a sensor, but then it also can work against you in the sense of turning your sensor into emotionality, turning your actions into aggression, you know. But this is not aggression. The Mars in Aries, it can be seen as aggression because Mars rules Aries, and both are known as the warlord and the general and the fuel and everything else and the tools to go with it. But if we apply this into sense of conscious fire, yeah, so like meaning that you have a will or you have an idea and an intention, and the energy that focus and that of that attention is quite dynamic, and then you're wanting to kind of move in that direction away from a direction which doesn't serve you. So that's in a sense what this lizard energy is saying. The purpose is to learn how to go back into self, and understand your sensitivity and use your sensitivity. Yeah, use your sensitivity as a means to nurture. Use your sensitivity in an empathic way to understand a situation. Use your sensitivity to understand yourself more, because the thing is, once you have a heightened sensitivity, it might heighten your self-awareness. If you're too self-aware in a sense, on a negative level, meaning that you're reacting to how people want to be, again, that's the essence of last week in the sense of the earthworm, and that shy hesitant energy, which comes from a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-knowing. But this saying that is like, you can be out there and be dazed by what's going on. It could be the attention, it could be the work routine, it could just be the fact that your energies are being just stimulated in all the different directions and you're not able to focus them. So this week, the purpose is definitely about understanding that heightened sensitivity and understanding how to channel that sensitivity. So moving on to the lesson, as you can see, we have the moon. Boom. So, which sits above the Scorpion. Doom. So the lesson, like I said, yeah, if you're heightened, your emotions are heightened, or your sensitivity, your sense of feeling, the way you're going to react to this. Remember, we just came out of Scorpio dealing with defense mechanisms, so understanding how we react when we're triggered. So there's the Scorpio right there. It's tying up those loose ends. Like, so we can't just be like, oh yeah, you know what, this man pissed me off, so I'm just gonna slap him, or this one there said there's something I didn't like, so that gives me the ability now to go out there and kill a fly with a cannonball. No, don't do that. It's about, like I said, if you took the time to step back and understand why you're feeling what you're feeling instead of just being reactive, then this moon energy will provide you with so much knowing, like, you know, of what's going on under the essence, what's going on under the scenes. As you can see, there's the Pisces energies there mixed in also. So that's that heightened intuition. Like with that comes with that heightened being being able to be sensitive and receptive to what you might call God or the source, you know, but it's also being that sensitivity on an external level. And if it's not understood, like I said, you're going to be getting into situations where there's going to be confrontations, and that's this week. So try to, before you react, think, take a breath, basically. We're not coming to this Capricorn yet. We're going to come to, this is the overall card. We are going to come to the Lion, the Master, King of the Jungle, as they say, in the lesson purpose. Not lesson, sorry, in what's going on presently. So the Lion energy, again, fire, we've just got like 3 fires across here. So we're talking about fire in the sense of energy, but also in the sense of your conscious will. Yeah, that's when you make a decision and you say, this is what I want, and you go to that focus that you apply to this, to that thought or that intention, is fire. So that's what we talk about on a spiritual level. So you could say that the lion represents the mastery of self. You understand? So it's saying that regardless of what, within this essence right now, there's mad transformation. I'll show you the butterfly energy, by using one's thoughts, by applying your mind to the sensations that you're feeling, going back to the sensitivity. You apply thought, you think about, why do I feel this way? It's about breaking that that habitual nature that we have, that we feel this, we do this, we feel this, we do this, we feel this, we do this, a never ending cycle until you interject thought. Like, yeah, and that's the thoughts that brings that transformation, and allows you now to execute what it is that you truly want. And as you can see, there's the union within ourselves. The Two of Cups can denote love as well, partnership. But I'm going on a spiritual level. We're looking at spirit and the growth of an individual. So we're looking at union between 2 aspects of oneself. Do you understand? Like, you can see the essence of Venus and Cancer. Venus represents that our love nature. Cancer is our nurturing aspect. So in a sense, the 2 energies are practically the same. They're feminine energies. But you're talking about this feminine energy being integrated with, let's say, this male energy. So in a sense, Mars. Then you got the Venus there, and then you got the Cancer there too. Cancer is a cardinal sign. It's still talking about, so that's about thinking again, even though it's a water sign, it's the primal water sign. So it's those primal essence that we have, in a sense, which governs us. So yeah, look at the waters. It's like they feed each other, the 2 of Cups. So in what's going on right now, we're learning to master who we are, who we be. So if we say we're this and we want this, that means we're putting out an archetype of what this thing requires for us, what is required for us to achieve this thing. And that's what represents the lion. That's what the lion represents. It will become what it needs to become. Lion represents, is linked to Leo, 5th house, creativity, ego, children, new relationships. So in this sense, we're talking about what is the purpose of your ego. When you fully did the internal work and understand yourself, your ego is to project your true self, not your false self, the self that is the product of the fears and the defense mechanisms. Your ego is created to become that protector of a false self. So not only is the thing that is protecting this false, but also its projection is false. So that's what's going on. It's like you understand yourself by going into yourself. This is where this moon energy starts kicking in. So no more retaliating and just being like, because we have will and we have power. So if we say that this is what I want, and then this situation happens, and then it makes you feel something, then you react to that situation. Did that situation require that specific action, or was just that because of your emotional, because of how you've been programmed to act in this emotional way? So yeah, mastery this week. This is what's being presented to us presently, is that we have the key to our own mastery, and that comes, and that will bring a form of transformation. And the transformation is based on us starting to unify different natures within us, different urges, different parts of us. You know, we're starting to unify, like the yin and the yang, parts of ourselves that are slightly contradictory, slightly on the different ends of the scale, spectrums, but once they're put together, they make the whole package, you know. So it's just like a machine. It's made of many parts, and all performing and functioning, playing their own part, functioning and doing their thing. But they pull them together, They perform a job just like a human body, organs, cells, atoms, all of these different dynamics of our physicality, and even including the fact that we have a consciousness and spirit, are all working together simultaneously, and they only can perform their job by being different, but not by standing alone. Okay. So your action this week is to pull it all together. We've got the elk energy, so there's that headstrongness. That's only on the negative, but what we have as an earth energy, again, is about that stability. Stop crying over spilt milk. Keep it real. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point crying over spilt milk. You see, like, we have... So, here we go. 5 of Cups. No, and you see the Mars and the Scorpio essence there. So bringing back in that energy, energy, and the transformative energy. So don't be afraid to go for what you desire. But on the same level, yeah, say that there is a certain compromise, not with the external world, but compromise within yourself, where you need to come to that balance within yourself. Yeah, and we're looking at, there's a lot of fire on the table. Yeah, so we're talking about our masculine energy, our assertive energy, our energy just in the sense of vitality, whether you're male or female. That's an aspect of oneself that we have, and we need to be able to be using it, just like we have the feminine side, the ability to receive, the ability to nurture, the ability to manifest. We all have those sides. But if these balance, if you're too left, then things will go left. If you're too right, then things will go right. But what you're trying to do is go in the middle and have that steady stream of those two different aspects of our natures balanced. So yeah, on the earth provides us with that play with the drawing board. It is our drawing board. It's the realm where we get to do or manifest what it is that we have, our intentions. So with elk energy this week is like very strong in the sense of family and loyalty, getting the job done. Yeah, but don't let this Scorpio frustrations which you're not voicing or you're not transforming, so don't let it fester and build up. Do you understand? Allow whatever it is that you've come to a realization about, yeah, come forward in the sense of knowing of self, and try and hold that out, that to transform you. Then you become the lion. Yeah, you become fearless. You're trying to use what your actual gifts and your talents and your purposes, your true nature, and then you can build your little kingdom in a sense, or in the sense of your pack, your little your family, you know, your community, your group. But don't be afraid. Like I said, there's in your past, things happen in the past, and the reality is the past serves as a springboard. Yeah, so it should provide you with the necessary tools to check yourself in the present, so that your future is guaranteed. Like, and that's the reality. What you do now will determine your future. So you take stock of what happened to you in your past, and you use that. Quickly going on, because the time is running. Capricorn, you see, you said we used that. Yeah, use. That's so crazy. Capricorn, like, his motto is "I will use." So it's like, how can you manifest a dream if you yourself don't even know what your own potentials are, you know? So it's like, that's what the Capricorn energy really is about. It's about you. It's so many different things, but in this sense, I'm saying it's like, you've done the work, you studied yourself. Yeah, so why now is your actions not reflecting that wisdom that you possess? Why are you not using that wisdom, better still, of self? Why are you not taking that mastery and going out there and commanding your own? That's me done. Yep, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, keep it focused. It's all about self-mastery this week. But you can only get that through stepping back and taking stock of where you've been, so you can understand where you're trying to go. You understand? So do not cry over spilt milk, and do not allow the sensitivity to overtake you. Allow it to be used as a sensor, so that you can manifest what it is that you want. People, I love you.